What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by the video today. I really do appreciate it. And a couple announcements for you guys if you are new to the channel here today. Number one is, again, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. And number two is be sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well. My goal here on the channel is to help you guys out, decide which sneakers are right for you. I take a look at all the best brand new releases, break them down, give you guys my opinions, let you guys know what's good about them, what's bad about them, and how I feel about them at the end of the day after checking them out in hand and on feet. So tons of value in these videos. I love checking them out, and I just want to share that passion with you guys. The number three thing I want to share with you guys, keeping this list going, is to check the link in the description down below for my Discord server. I am extremely active over on Discord. I've got hundreds of people in my server right now, all talking sneakers all day long. I have a bunch of free resources down there as well, so plenty to check out. If you guys are over on Discord, be sure to check that link in the description down below. But as for today's video, as you can see, we have a really cool brand new Air Jordan 1 Low coming in at a little bit of a higher retail price point than other Air Jordan 1 Lows, but still extremely affordable at the end of the day. This is the Jordan 1 Low Nothing But Net. This one, again, doesn't really have a hard release date, and I'll say maybe started popping up at retailers at the end of June or in early July. I picked this up from Finish Line last week when they dropped them, so I've seen them on a number of spots, but they'll continue to drop at more retailers, through the next few weeks. These and Jordan 1 Mids do not have a hard set release date, so it's kind of up in the air when you can find them in a store or online, but that's one thing I do in my Discord is I post as soon as I see, shoes from my video go live online, and I help you guys, get those links and check out the shoes that you guys are looking to buy. So as far as the shoe here, this does come in at a retail price point of $110. And as you can see, it's got a really cool pattern. They're calling it the Nothing But Net Air Jordan 1 Low. Primarily kind of white, black, and this cool kind of zigzag pattern, classic to Michael Jordan and some of the stuff he would wear back in the day. So we're going to do a full breakdown on the sneaker, take a look at it, and I'll let you guys know, again, my opinions, what I think is good, what I think is bad, and how the shoe ranks on a scale out of 10. So plenty to cover in this video, and again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out, but let's go and start checking out the Air Jordan 1 Low Nothing But Net. And here we are now up close with the Air Jordan 1 Low Nothing But Net. But of course, before we dive into the shoe, I always like to show you guys the box. And this box right here is just your classic Air Jordan 1 Low box. We see this on Air Jordan 1 Mids as well. And the official name of this shoe is the Air Jordan 1 Low SE in white, dark obsidian, and team red. And again, that retail price is $110. So other Air Jordan 1 Lows come in at $90, $100, and this one I guess is a little bit more premium, so it comes in at $110. But as far as the shoe, if we take a look at the lateral side here, start down at the bottom for the outsole and midsole, you can see we got this black outsole right above a white midsole. We got the white stitching, and then we go up to this Nothing But Net pattern in that zigzag kind of pattern that we've seen Michael Jordan kind of wear over the years, kind of that retro style that, Jordan decided to bring back for this silhouette right here. I think it's really cool. I think it looks really nice on the shoe, especially after checking out The Last Dance, seeing some of this stuff kind of covered in the videos and the film from there. And now checking it out on the sneaker, I think this is really cool. And I think this is going to be a really popular one for this summer and definitely going into the fall as well. But here's a closer up shot at some of that pattern. And then on the mid panel, you guys can see it's all white. We have a black swoosh on top of that. And there's actually that red stitching as we move a little bit closer into the shoe. You can take a look at that. Then we got black on the upper, black around the upper lining, and a white tongue that we'll start checking out a little bit more right now. Onto the front of the shoe now. Again, we can cover that toe box with, at the very top, we have the black outsole, the white midsole, the zigzag pattern design in the crazy colors, purple, red, blue, yellow, the red stitching. And then we got this kind of tumbled leather on the toe box, some decent quality there. Nothing great, nothing terrible in my opinion. I feel like it's very fair and solid for that 110 retail price point. Then you got the white laces moving up this white tongue. We have red at 23 stitch on top in the middle. The red Jumpman stitched on as well. It's the same on both sneakers. And now we can zoom back out for a full view. Onto the medial side now, we can get a better look at that upper print that we see going all the way around the toe box, up the eyelets, and towards the collar of the sneaker, as well as around the back. So again, you can get a good shot at that as we move a little bit further out. You guys can get a better look at it at the on feet as well, but it's really clean, really cool, and it got that retro feel to it. But otherwise, the rest of the medial side is pretty similar to the lateral in terms of the swoosh, the stitching, the upper, the mid panel, everything combined, just making for a very clean looking Air Jordan 1 Low. Onto the back heel now, keeping consistent with other Air Jordan 1 lows as of recently. We have the Air Jordan Wings logo stitched on top of this pattern, so it looks pretty crazy from the back heel, especially as you move kind of further out. You really kind of take a second look at it and wonder what's going on there. Then as you move a little bit closer, you notice that it's the stitched on Wings logo. That is all on top of that white midsole, which is on top of that outsole. And then you got the rest of the upper continuing around in that nice tumbled leather. You got the upper lining all connecting through around to the front on the tongue. Next, as we move inside the shoe, we can take a better look at that by moving overhead. We can see that white tongue connecting around. On the back of the tongue, we can get a shot at that size tag right there for the numbers and information. You guys always like to take a peek at that. And then on the insole, we do have a white insole with a red Jumpman printed on. It's the same on both sneakers, and otherwise, this is the overhead look on the sneaker. And lastly, now we can take a look at the outsole on the Air Jordan 1 Low, nothing but net, and it's just a classic outsole of the Air Jordan 1 Low, mid, or high. Basically, any Jordan 1 you can imagine here, it's the same outsole that we see. And finally, now we have wrapped up taking an up-close look at the sneakers. Now it's time to get them laced up, and I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. And now there we have it for a look at the Air Jordan 1 Low, nothing but net on feet. So I'm really happy with this shoe. In my opinion, I feel like this is really going to boil down to a love it or hate it shoe. For most people, at least in my opinion, I really like it. I really like the retro kind of design and feel that it has. But I can totally see, if you aren't a fan of this pattern, then you're probably not really going to like this shoe. So I feel like it's going to be a love it or hate it. I think it's really good. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know that Air Jordan 1 Lows are such a great shoe in terms of value, and for the summer too. There's so much going for them. So if we start breaking down the actual silhouette and kind of the specifics on the shoe. So again, this is the Air Jordan 1 Low. I personally love the model and think it's really, really good. This one does come in at a retail price of $110, which is a little bit more expensive than other models. Like I mentioned earlier, the retail price point on Jordan 1 Lows is typically $90. The Jordan 1 Low SE is typically $100. And this one is an Air Jordan 1 Low SE, but was bumped up to $110. So I'm guessing for a little bit more of a premium material around the toe box and in terms of the styling and the zigzag pattern, they bumped it up for whatever reason. I'm still really not mad at that at all because, you know, you really can't get much in the world of kind of sneakers in our space here for $110, you know, at a retail price point. That's still so cheap across the board that it's still really good. And I think if you guys like this shoe, this is definitely a cop. In my opinion, I think it's a really good shoe and just another one to add to the list of really good Jordan 1 lows. There's honestly been so many. There was the UNC colorway, which was the women's exclusive, but does cross over the men's sizing. There was the Gym Red Jordan 1 low. There was just so much stuff that's been really good. And I think this one is a bit different, but also falls into that really good category. In terms of the sizing and comfort though, the sizing, I do recommend going true to size. If anything, you could go down a half size as well. I typically like to do that, but I do wear some true to size. So either one of those should be good. I do have some more specific information on the sizing in that Discord that I mentioned in the description down below. The comfort is pretty solid right out of the box, but definitely does get more comfortable over time with wear. So it checks all the boxes for me, and I think is a really good shoe. And if you guys like the pattern, I think it's a great shoe, you know, for you guys to pick up as well. So the last thing I want to mention here is the final rating and opinion on a scale out of 10. And you guys could guess I am going to give this a very good rating. And on my scale out of 10, I'm going to go a 9 out of 10. I am very happy with it. I think it's an awesome shoe and one that's going to stick out for a while. You know, this pattern is really cool and one that's different than other Jordan 1 lows that we've seen. So I think it's one that's going to definitely stick out kind of in the timeline of Jordan 1 lows as well. So all good from me, and I really like the shoe. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. You guys can chat with me in that Discord as well. And be sure to hit that subscribe button as well too if you guys did enjoy this video. As you guys know, if you've watched my channel as well, that the 10,000 subscriber giveaway is coming up very, very soon. We are quickly approaching that mark. So stay tuned for more information on that coming very, very soon. But other than that, I think we will cut the video here. So I want to thank you all for stopping by the video again. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys again real soon on the next video.